President Donald Trump had a change of heart, reversing a decision and offering federal aid after record-breaking wildfires.
What do Cal Poly students think about COVID-19 and the possibility of a vaccine? Today, we will find out.
Finally, find out how to support local businesses and shop sustainable at the San Luis Obispo Makeshift Makers Market.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Hello and welcome to Mustang News. I'm Catherine Lane.
And I'm Tony Farias. Here are today's top stories. With the upcoming election drawing nearer, many wonder where their nominees sit with topical issues. For some SLO residents, this has been made plain as day. Reporter Marcus Kakova has more.
Organizations supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, including Black Lives Matter Community Action and Sunrise San Luis Obispo, gathered at Santa Rosa Park for endorsement of mayoral and city council candidates on Saturday, October 17th. Organizer Michael Gouffre shared about the participating group's mission.
We are all here because we understand how important our vote is locally. And I know a lot of students, since it is COVID and since we do have online classes, that it is easy to be removed to what is going on the political element locally.
San Luis Obispo mayor and mayoral candidate Heidi Harmon offered her thoughts on the current status of the prosecution of local protesters, specifically Aman Afsah, a SLO Diversity Task Force member.
I have deep concerns about the way the district attorney is going about this process. I can speak most deeply to Aman, who has not only become, I would say, a friend, but he's also been an essential part of making this community better. He has really been guiding with others, but certainly in a leadership position, guiding these protests into a policy.
SLO City Council member and City Council candidate Andy Peace commented further on the role of community outreach.
I'm thrilled to be able to support the efforts of this diverse group of people to get out the vote. You know, that's the most important thing. I've been talking about how the role of local government makes such a difference in the lives of people.
For Mustang News, I'm Marcus Kakova.
For more on SLO City Council and mayoral nominees, you can head to mustangnews.net.
FEMA has just confirmed President Trump's action will make federal disaster assistance available to areas of California's hard hit by wildfires. With record-breaking fires and ongoing pandemic, California sought federal aid assistance for damages. On Thursday, Trump had rejected the funding, but reversed it Friday. Federal funds are open to residents in 7 counties, including Los Angeles, Fresno, and San Diego, according to the press release. The White House denied initially relief because it was not supported by relevant data from FEMA. California's record-setting wildfires have killed 31 people and destroyed more than 9,000 structures. Governor Gavin Newsom has requested help on September 28th letter to the White House. Federal assistance can take the form of grants to provide for temporary housing, home repairs, and low-cost loans to cover property losses. As of today, most of the summer fires are almost contained, according to CAL FIRE.
Get ready for some weather updates after the break. Spoiler alert, it is starting to feel more like fall.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Did you say something so I'll click to you on the web camera?
Hi, my name is Grant, and here is your weather forecast for this week. So, it was very hot last week in San Luis Obispo, but now we're starting to see a little more cloudiness in our days. Especially on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can expect an overcast day. And the highs for this week are in the 70s. And the lowest high is 67 degrees on Sunday. So that's when things are going to start to chill down. But it's looking great out here. It's starting to cool down, and we can only hope we get some more rain and settle down into that fall spirit. Back to you, Tony. Catherine.
Yep, thank you, Grant. As athletes gear up for their season to start again in the winter, sports reporter Eric Villapando got to chat with a few senior Mustangs looking to finish strong in their final seasons.
With the NCAA Division I Board of Directors approving a framework for fall sports to begin their season starting winter 2021 due to COVID-19, 4th and 5th year athletes who were granted an extra year of eligibility are preparing for what their futures hold. Senior athletes like Emmanuel Perez from men's soccer is still looking to further his athletic career in the hopes of playing professionally for Major League Soccer.
I don't want to worry about this right now because I can't control it, I'm not going to worry about something or stress myself out about something that's in the future that I can't control. So what do I focus on? The things I can control. And that's allowed me to be successful and make like those little growth here and there.
Women's basketball forward Sierra Campesano is excited to get the chance of duplicating her standout junior year as a redshirt, where she averaged second in the conference in points per game.
And so I was like, am I going to have a season? Would they want me? If I didn't play this year, would I get another year of eligibility? Like everything was just kind of up in the air. Hopefully we do well as a team and I do well so I can continue my basketball career.
Like many others, men's soccer defenseman Daniel Clem remains cautious about the pandemic, but is still hopeful to finish his Cal Poly soccer career on a high note.
At the end of the day, all of us want to just play in games, and so it can be mentally taxing to just continue to, put the miles on your body and not have that reward at the end of the day of being able to play, even if it's not in front of fans, just to be able to play against, people you don't know. And
For Mustang News TV, I'm Eric Villapando.
Both men and women's basketball are slated to start November 25th, and all other fall sports will begin their seasons this upcoming January. And now back to Tony for more campus news.
What do Cal Poly students think about the possibility of a COVID-19 vaccine, how fast the virus spreads, and more? Mustang News reporter Sophie Bay has the answers.
This is Sophie Bay, and today I'll be asking Cal Poly students about their opinions on COVID-19 and the possibility of a vaccine.
Kind of depends, I think, on what comes out about it. I know my family is definitely against all vaccines, so I would personally I'd say take it.
I think it's hard to say right now. I think just because looking at the news, they've seen people who haven't reacted well to it, so it's hard to say. I think that a lot more research would have to be done for me to actually get it. I think right now just quarantining is the best way to go. I would say pretty easily. Considering just how many people have died from it. I know some people here that have gotten it. So say pretty rapidly.
Yeah, I for sure would. Yeah, assuming it's accessible to us.
Maybe not at first in the beginning, just to see what happens with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah, I for sure do. I think masks will be definitely. We'll see more people walking around in masks just by choice, and I feel also because I work in the food industry, and I feel in the food industry masks might still be required by workers handling food. Yeah.
Thanks for watching and stay safe.
Keep your masks handy, folks. We are all riding this out together.
And stay tuned after the break for some safety tips on Halloween celebrations this year.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately.
Are you okay? Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Maria, so how's work?
It was fourth period biology. Our students just weren't getting how easily viruses spread. So Miss Bell and I had them role play a zombie virus outbreak. By the time they had all learned the lesson, all the living were dead. Hey, how's your job going?
That big sales meeting I planned? Next year. I might get to go.
Cool.
COVID-19 has definitely taken away the buffet experience. Mustang News reporter Grant Anderson has details on how the hotel industry is adapting to serve the most important meal of the day.
For many, a free breakfast is one of the biggest perks of staying at a hotel, but COVID-19 has made offering this option a little more difficult. While the option to dine at a buffet is out of the question, KRISTIN Hammer, a local traveler, noticed that hotels now offer a stripped-down version of their free breakfast to continue the service.
They put them in little paper bags, and you just grab the bag because they don't want to see you loitering around in their lobby. So it's a bag grab and go. I can see at the end of 2021, it still grabs stuff, but it's not like a bag.
Floating all over the
It's more of a fill your bag and see you later. Or maybe sit down. I don't know.
Before COVID-19, the Butler Hotel, a local San Luis Obispo boutique hotel, offered guests a pastry and fruit breakfast on the weekends. Now, the hotel just offers oatmeal, bananas, and oranges.
It's not something that we necessarily advertise on our website, that there is even breakfast provided. It does kind of make it more an additional surprise to find it on a Saturday or Sunday morning. It's not something we typically offer during the week. It's just on the weekends, and we do offer it more of as just a surprise for our guests. When they wake up in the morning, somebody's been there and put something else out.
While the free breakfast deal is not the same as it used to be, guests are still ready to travel.
I'd travel the same. It makes me still want to check the box for breakfast, maybe, depending on if there's robust advertising for, if they say continental breakfast, I'd still probably do it because that's like a banana or a, things you can grab.
For Mustang News, this is Grant Anderson.
The hotel industry continues to adapt in a safe way to best serve their customers.
Looking for a way to shop sustainable and support local businesses? Kylie Kowalski shares an inside look at the Makeshift Makers Market last weekend.
The San Luis Obispo Makeshift Makers Market occurred last Saturday at There Does Not Exist Brewery. The goal of the event is to bring the dollar back into local economies by providing accessible pop-up shopping experiences for makers, creators, and small businesses. This is the second Makeshift Makers Market held since the COVID-19 pandemic, and to safely relaunch the event required many new guidelines. KRISTIN CAHILL, creator of LUXEREV jewelry, shares how she has safely relaunched her business.
Me personally, obviously, wearing masks all the time, wiping down, having hand sanitizer at my station. If people want to try things on, I ask them to hand sanitize, and then I can always wash things and wipe things afterwards. I also obviously, I'm not wearing a mask right this second, but usually wearing a mask and keeping kind of that 6 feet of social distancing. But yeah, doing our best to just stop spreading the germs, I guess.
While these new guidelines have been implemented to keep shoppers safe, many are happy to still be able to attend the event.
Honestly, it's pretty impressive. I think that it's incredible that something like this can still go on and people are still enjoying themselves. I'm just glad to be out here and having a good time, a safe time.
The next Makeshift Makers Market will be held on November 14th and 15th